In today's video, you'll get to know about exploding head syndrome, hypnagogic hallucinations, and out-of-body experiences during sleep. But let's start the video with the most interesting yet dangerous sleep-related phenomenon, sleepwalking. And it's not at all funny. It can be very dangerous, where you can easily stumble over something, fall out of a window, raid the fridge, get out of your house, and even start driving your car. The most curious part is when you wake up, you most definitely won't remember any of it. A person starts sleepwalking if they're awake enough to activate their body, but not their brain. So if you sleep over at your friend's house and you see him sneaking up on you and not answering your questions, don't freak out. He's just having a noctambulism attack, a more sophisticated term for sleepwalking. It can take from several minutes up to an hour for the person to get to his senses, but you must never wake up the poor sleepwalker because it can be too stressful for him. You've probably had an unexpected sense of falling that wakes you up when you're attempting to sleep. Actually, it's not a dream about falling down, as you may suppose, but a bodily experience accompanied by a delusion. Don't laugh it out, that's not what you're thinking. It's simply a brain reaction to an incorrect impression of the facts. Because your brain is already sleepy, you feel this falling sensation. It happens occasionally when your body's still awake, when you're fatigued, had a rough day, or haven't slept in 2 days. In this instance, your brain does not wait for your body to go asleep, it falls asleep as soon as you touch the pillow. This is even scarier than falling down from a height. Imagine this situation. You kinda wake up, wanting to get up and go to the bathroom or to the kitchen and get some water, and you suddenly realize you can't move. How's that even possible? You might think, I'm awake. Furthermore, you see all the things around you, you hear all the sounds and smell all the smells. Some people suffering from this weird syndrome not only feel paralysis, but they even have breathing problems, along with watching a scary creature sitting on their chest trying to strangle them and take their soul away. Sleep paralysis itself is freaking scary, and if you really don't want to feel it, we recommend you stick to your sleeping schedule and try not to sleep lying on your back. People usually suffer from sleep paralysis while in this position. You've probably heard your mom or your granny say that if you fly in your sleep, it means you're growing up. However, you don't really need to fly to grow up a little. We're about to reveal a secret to you the next time when you're ready to go to bed. Do measure your height and then repeat the procedure in the morning. We promise you'll be surprised, but don't get your hopes up. It won't be more than ½ an inch. It happens because when you fall asleep, your invertebral discs don't get the kind of pressure they get during the day, so they stretch out and need more room. It makes your spinal column straighten. But unfortunately, not for a long time. In the afternoon, you'll have the same height again, and it happens like this every day. It is a neuropsychological phenomenon in which a person perceives his awareness to be beyond his body and can see his body lying on the bed. This occurrence is scientifically unexplainable. For mystics, however, it is proof of the existence of the soul. Many people do this purposefully in order to increase their cognitive capacities. If you think your eyes doze off along with your nose, then you're wrong. They do rest, but at the same time, they're still moving. And by the way, this is how you can define the sleep phase. When a person falls asleep, the eyes roll up, protecting the retina from the light. In the deep sleep phase, the eyeballs move slowly under the lid because of an active flow of blood to the muscles and internal organs. In this fast sleep phase, the blood flows to the brain, activating the thought process and making us see colorful dreams, and the eyes move according to them. These processes are the same for humans and animals. Don't believe us? Then look at your cat while it's sleeping, and you'll see in which direction the mouse in its dream was running. If you think your brain stops functioning at night, well, stop thinking that, because this busy bee doesn't ever stop for a second. It keeps controlling all the processes in your body, but in a slightly different method. Once you're asleep, your brain cells switch to a more peaceful pace step by step. They process all the information you got during the day, and then distribute the data into the right sections of your brain using little shelves in your head. This happens in your brain every night. Now imagine the consequences of constant sleep deprivation. The first victim is obviously the memory. The person starts mixing up different facts and keeps forgetting the most important things. Do you have recurring nightmares in which you see the same dream again over and over? These dreams are usually simple to recall since they are vivid and emotive. But what causes these to happen? Why can't our minds come up with something new? While we're dozing off, these dreams are quite essential to us. They tell us that we have unfinished business or draw our attention to real-life situations that we are unable to notice for various reasons. They can also be induced by a problem you're stuck on and don't know how to solve. We're correct, aren't we? Next time you go to bed, try to think about your situation. Perhaps you'll find a solution, and then you'll have a new repeated dream. This refers to imagining scary and fantastic creatures around you when you're about to fall asleep. That is when you're on the verge of falling asleep but are still awake. They're most common in children, and this explains their resistance toward going to bed. It can result from stress or a healthy imagination. People who love to sleep often say, "I won't wake up even if you shoot cannons at me," but you can pull out any person from even the deepest sleep by sound or touch, but one organ can never be woken up, and it's the nose. You cannot smell while being asleep. That's right, even the densest smells cannot wake your nose up. Although your brain does process them, it happens because the information collected by your nose fuses with the image from your dream. So if you're snoozing while your parents are making a delicious breakfast, you probably will eat something nice in your dream too. Sounds great and useful, but on the other hand, this also is the reason for a great percentage of deaths during fires because people don't get to smell the fire or gas. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. Today's subscriber pick points toward a myth that says an average human being swallows 8 spiders a year while sleeping. And like all myths, it's a fabricated white lie. Experts acknowledge that it's possible that a spider could find its way into your mouth while you're sleeping, but the chances are so slim as to be negligible. If a spider were to climb onto your face while you slept, the sensation of 8 tiny legs on your skin could wake you up very quickly. So relax and sleep tight. If you're familiar with the name of Sophia Loren, you probably know that this Italian beauty still looks extraordinarily pretty for her age. When journalists asked her about her secret of eternal youth, she always says it's just because of healthy sleep, and it seems like the actress didn't lie. According to scientists, when you sleep, the temperature of your body and blood pressure gets low, and the heart relaxes and recovers your body. It's practically recharging from the bed in order to work the next day. Besides, when we sleep, our organism produces collagen and protein, which strengthen the vessels and make your skin more elastic. So after a long and healthy sleep, you don't need some cream with special particles or something difficult to pronounce because your body rejuvenates itself. It means you can regenerate every day, like a superhero.